Well, this video is on how to achieve a basic orbit. I'd like to thank Scott Manley for the tips that he's given me with all of the videos he's uploaded on the Kerbal Space Program. So here we go. First thing you want to do, open your map, oil your nav ball up. Always do this before launching. Go to full throttle, ASAS on, away we go. I'm picking up speed. I'm going to start to slow down a little once I hit about 150 meters a second, and I'm going to try and keep it down below 200 meters a second. There's 150, just backing off the throttle. At 6,000 meters, getting ready to pitch over to the east, or 90 degrees on the nav ball. I'm going to do that at about 10 kilometers. Still picking up speed. ASAS off, starting to pitch over now to the east. I'm going to pitch over no more than 45 degrees on the nav ball. There we go, there's 45 degrees roughly, full throttle, ASAS on. Back at full throttle again, really starting to pick up some speed. There goes the first stage. Still at full throttle. Okay, open my map up, having a look at my apoapsis. I'm going to wait till it gets to about 100,000 meters, then I'm going to cut the throttle. Halfway there. Really picking up some decent speed now. $70,000. $90,000. Stop, stop, stop. Oh, okay, a little bit over 100,000, but that's close enough. Going to add a maneuver node in. Going to drag the prograde marker. Just check my periaps and try and get a nice even orbit. That's good enough. Got a bit of time before I hit the maneuver node, so I'm going to move my marker to the maneuver node. ASAS is going to go back on. The estimated burn is 49 seconds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start burning at about 25 seconds before the countdown hits 0. You should do this if, let's just say, you have a minute to, your burn is a minute. You should start burning 30 seconds before the countdown hits 0. If it's 10 seconds, then you would start 5 seconds before the countdown hits 0. Not that long to go. Getting ready to start burning in a couple seconds. Off I go. Full throttle. Open the map up, checking my apoapsis. You'll slowly start to see the orbit form. There's my periapsis has just appeared. Cut throttle. Not a bad orbit. Just going to do a quick little lap around the planet. It'll give Bob time to eat all the snacks. Once I've done this little orbit, I'll launch something a little larger. There we go, there's an orbit of the planet Kerbal. Something a bit larger, a bit overkill. SAS on, full throttle, punch back into the seat. Actually, this rocket's really scooting. Back off the throttle pretty quick. Still gaining speed pretty fast. That's better, I've got it under control now. Still picking up speed though, I'm not even halfway to my 10,000 meter mark. Better back off the throttle again. It's 8,000 meters. Down to about 30% throttle to try and keep it under 200. It just cracked 200, not too bad. Hit 10,000 meters. ASAS off. Banking over to the east. And I'm going to stop that at the 45-degree line. Full throttle. This thing should really pick up some speed now. Looks like I'm pulling about 4G. Already doing 1100, almost 1200 meters a second. Got up to about 6G there before this stages burn out. Let's have a look at this. Wow, okay, this is really close. I might stop this at around 150,000. Yep, there we go. Well, notice my rocket has a bit of a spin. I'll drag my prograde marker out. So I'll try and get something nice and even on the periapsis and apoapsis. Yep, that'll do. Got a bit of time before my manoeuvre node. I'll just do some speed. I'll speed time up and try and sort this spin out that my rocket's got at the moment. Now it looks like my estimated burn is 48 seconds. I am going to start my burn 24 seconds before the timer hits 0. Just get myself parked on the manoeuvre node. Going to speed time up a little now to catch up to manoeuvre node. There we go. 16 seconds before the burn. "24 seconds, bang, away again, full throttle. Just adjusting towards my manoeuvre node. There's 2,000 meters a second. There's my periapsis has just appeared. And cut the throttle. An orbit? Not. Yeah, it's alright, it's not too bad. I can even that out later. Now for something totally insane, it's just going to go through the same process, and away we go from there. Launch. You can see this is quite a beast of a rocket. This is one of the fuel drones I sent to Juna to get me back to Kerbal again. Slightly overheating. I'm just going to back off the throttle a little. Picking up a decent amount of speed though for such a rocket so big. "7,000 meters. Getting ready to pitch over. Looks like my rocket is slightly turned anti-clockwise a fraction, so I'm just going to have to push up and across to the right a fraction to bring it to the east. There we go, there's the 45-degree line. SAS on. Full throttle. Should really start to pick up some speed in this rocket. Ooh, it's got a bit of a spin on it. And a bit of a wobble. The stages are almost spent. Away here they go. It's always a bit hairy for me. Sometimes, very rare, very rarely that those stages will hit the motor on the way down. I'm going to fly this manually until I actually see my periapsis. I'm not going to put a maneuver node in when I get to a certain height. This rock is just a little too large for that. When I see my periapsis appear and it gets to a decent height, I'll cut the throttle, put a maneuver node in on the apoapsis and even the orbit out from there. Okay, I'm going to start to nudge towards the prograde marker. Put my marker over the centre of it. Just checking my fuel, got plenty. Going to start pushing down towards the horizon now just to pick up a bit more speed. I've got enough altitude. Still gaining altitude, 130,000. Just checking my fuel again. Yeah, got plenty. Pushing down towards the horizon again. Still gaining altitude fairly quickly. Yeah, plenty of fuel. There's 2,000 meters a second. Actually really starting to pick up some altitude. I could probably afford to nudge down below the horizon, but I'm not going to. Almost getting to orbit velocity. There's my periapsis. Gonna wait till I get to about 50 and I'm gonna cut my throttle. 60, actually a bit higher than 50. Alright, cut the throttle. Gonna put a maneuver node in my apoapsis and even that orbit out. There we go. Now it's a 13-second estimated 13-second burn. I'm going to start that at around 6 seconds before the countdown hits 0. There we go. Full throttle. There we go. We'll see how that orbit is. Oh, very close indeed. Nice orbit. Well, thanks for watching. And remember, Osmonauts, stay frosty out there.